Hello everyone, welcome to Chip Confessions. In this video, we shall see how we can constrain an array. Means, till the previous videos, we saw writing constraint or randomizing a variable like single variables. And till now, we have not used arrays in constraints. We shall see today how we can constrain an array. For that, as a basic example, we shall take an array and just iterate through the array and initialize the elements of the array to its index value only. Later on, we can see from this basic example to like complex example such as using array operators or using multi-dimensional arrays or interview focused questions which are in terms of or which are concerned with array operations or arrays. We shall see the basic example first. Here what we are doing is, in the constraint we are initializing or we are assigning array elements with the value of its index only. Let us see now. For that we have to take a class first. Class, let the name of the class be my class, ending with end class. We have to take an array now, and as it has to be randomized, we have to use rand keyword. Let the name of the array be A with the type int. As it is a basic example, I am taking a fixed array now with size 10. Later on we can even work on dynamic arrays, that we will see. Dynamic arrays, associative arrays and queue also, that we can do. Let us see it later. Let us write a constraint now so that the elements of the arrays are initialized with the index value. Constraint, let the name of the constraint be C1, enclosed within open and close curly braces. Now we have to use loop for iterating through the array we have declared. What we have to observe in constraints is, we cannot use for loop, while loop, do while loop or forever anything apart from for each loop to iterate through the arrays. Anyhow, forever we cannot use, but for loop, while loop and do while loop we cannot use inside the constraints. The only loop that can be used to iterate through the arrays is for each loop. So we can use for each of a of I, means we are iterating through the elements, and for each loop, as we are writing a of I here, this I will represent the index number, and this I need not to be declared, that is implicit. What we have to do is, for each of a of I, we have to assign each element of array with its index value. We have to keep it in mind, in constraint we can never use single equal to, we must use always double equal to, because constraint is a condition that must hold true. So we are done with the constraint now. We have been iterating through this array, and then for each element of the array we are assigning with the index value itself. Now we shall take a module. Let the name of the module be tb, ending with end module. We have to declare the object of the class. See my class, let the name of the object be MC, and we are just initializing the constructor. Here itself we can do it inside the initial block also. We can do outside the initial block also. We shall take an initial block now, enclosed within begin and end, because of the multiple statements inside. What we have to do is, we have to randomize now. So MC dot randomize, and then we have to display the randomized result. A is equal to %p. We can use %p so that at a time the whole array will be displayed, comma MC dot A. Whenever we are accessing any variable of the type class or belonging to the class, we have to access it through the object of the same class. Let us see now how it goes, and let us see the result. Let us run the code and see. we are able to see we have got 10 elements, and our 10 elements are assigned with the index value itself. So 0 to 9 is the index value. Whatever we assigned, same thing we are getting inside the array. So this is how we iterate through the array, or we assign value to the array elements. We can get a doubt, as I said, we cannot use any other loop apart from for each. What if we use for loop here? That we shall see. I is equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. This is how we use the for loop, and we can copy the same thing. We can paste it here. Okay, we shall see now. One thing is, we cannot use this single assignment, and another one is plus plus is not allowed here. We shall see how the compiler responds. Yes, we got an error, unexpected token for. This is how it responds. We cannot use for loop inside the constraint, and then undeclared identifier I. Apart from for each, whatever the loop we use, we have to declare this variable. Plus plus is not allowed inside the constraint. Undeclared identifier I. 0 is constant, always false. So randomization is ignored. Randomization failed. This is how we get. If we do here assert, we can see whether randomization is happening or not. Let us run the code. Compile error, undeclared identifier, unexpected token. This is how we are getting the errors. In which line? 16th line. Okay, as it is not compiling itself, we are not getting randomization error, because it will means it is a runtime error actually, but the code is not getting compiled, so we are not even entered into run also. So we shall run the code and see. Now this is working. This is how we can use arrays or iterate through the arrays. From the next session or the next video, we shall start working on the array constraint questions. We shall start from the basic, like how to assign, like initially what we did, we just declared, like we just got how to generate even number, how to generate odd numbers, that and all we incorporate into arrays also. Like for example, like this index should contain even numbers, this index should only contain odd numbers, or this index should contain prime numbers. Like that we have got many questions, like we have got hundreds of questions. That and all we will start solving from the next class. This is how I just wanted to introduce how array we can use inside the constraint, or how we can constrain an array. This is how it goes, and from the next session we shall see means the complexity of the questions we will just increase by going one after the other question. Thank you so much. Keep coding, keep learning. Please like, share this video and subscribe to my channel for such more videos. Thank you so much. Have a great day.